Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Melinda caught up with Ava at the CAF in the plaza to discuss Connie. Connie Vininsky is a total fraud, Melinda stated. Melinda said that due of the time of the acquisition, DiMera HR had not formally vetted Connie. Melinda added that Gabi should have completed the work, but Connie had made herself necessary. Gabi loves her, Melinda added. Melinda remarked that Gabi had been preoccupied between work and rave. According to Gabi, she claims Connie's an oddity, but it doesn't interfere with her career. In fact, she says she is excellent, Ava stated. Melinda informed Ava that she had followed up on Connie's past at Saxton's, and she had inflated her position. But she was memorable enough that the manager knew exactly who I was talking about, Melinda added. Ava laughed. She's not the first person to exaggerate her arsome, Ava added. Melinda shook her head. Overzealous and psychotic were the two words that came up the most, Melinda added. I'm sure worse has been said about me, Ava answered. Melinda told Ava that within 2 weeks, Connie had threatened a lawsuit until the manager at Saxton's had given her a reference. What do we do? Ava inquired. Melinda observed that under business policy, Connie needed to be terminated. I will break the news to Connie. I need you to break the news to Gabi, Melinda stated. I'm not sure which of us drew the shorter straw, Ava mumbled. Melinda argued that Gabi would get over it because she had more important concerns on which to focus. Melinda called Connie's cell phone, and she got a voicemail stating that Connie would be out of the office for the day. Gabi was working in her office when she glanced over at a photo of Stefan. Gabi flung the photo down on the table in anger. Connie called in ill, and Gabi wished her well. Connie questioned about Gabi's plan for revenge. Gabi claimed she wanted to wait for proof that Stefan had slept with Ava. Kristen entered the office. And I know just how I'm going to get it, Gabi remarked. Gabi ended the call. At Connie's apartment, she grinned as she hung up her phone. Lose my number, Gabi. I may miss some pyrotechnics at the office today, but that's all right with me. I played hooky so I can spend a lovely day with you, Connie remarked to her cardboard standee of Li Xin. At DiMera, Kristen reached over and righted Gabi's photo. You must have knocked it over by mistake, Kristen remarked. Must have. What can I do for you, Gabi replied. Kristen asked Gabi whether she had worked all night, and Gabi nodded affirmatively. I like that work ethic. Especially since I anticipate benefiting from it, Kristen added with a grin. Kristen pushed Gabi not to ignore her marriage. As Gabi continued to work, Kristen talked about how she and Rachel had strolled by the murder scene where a car had hit Sarah Horton. God, do they know who did it? Gabi asked. Kristen added that the car had been gray. Gabi thought for a bit, and then she restrained a smile. You know, I think Ava drives a gray car, Gabi replied. With a smile, Kristen inquired if Gabi felt that Ava was the hit-and-run driver. Nah. She was too busy sleeping with my husband, Gabi stated. Kristen's smile faded, and then she faked a laugh. What? Kristen said. You heard me. Though obviously, it was a one-off, so likely not going on now, Gabi remarked. Gabi told Kristen that she knew for a fact that Ava had slept with Stefan while Gabi had been in prison. I just don't buy it. I'm sorry, Kristen said. Really? You haven't heard any rumors? Gabi asked. Kristen said no. The one thing that I do know is that Stefan loves you, and he's never stopped. I suppose your mind is just gone crazy, Kristen remarked. With a nod, Gabi told Kristen that Connie had overheard Kristen speak to Ava about the affair. Connie? I think she misunderstood, Kristen remarked. Gabi recited word for word what Connie had heard Ava say. Kristen gazed daggers at Gabi, and she encouraged Gabi not to label her boss a liar. Do you like your job? Gabi asked. Excuse me? Kristen snapped. Gabi reminded Kristen that she was helping Kristen stay control of Demera. On what planet? Kristen asked. Gabi revealed that under her contract, she could depart at any time prior to the reopening of Gabi Chic. If I were you, I'd stop with the games before I take my company to your biggest competitor, Gabi threatened. Kristen stared in quiet. Do you want to lose everything because your brother was a cheating idiot? Gabi asked. Kristen sighed. You're right. Everything you mentioned was true. Stefan and Ava slept together, Kristen stated. Tears welled in Gabi's eyes. I know that Stefan and Ava detest themselves for what they did. But listen, Gabi, it was just one time, Kristen added. It should have been 0. Gabi countered. Gabi stated she was offended because they had just confessed to the kissing. They didn't want to upset you if it meant nothing, Kristen added. You wouldn't buy an excuse like that. You'd go nuclear. Why shouldn't I? Gabi asked. Gabi contended that Stefan and Ava had not lied to protect her but to keep her from wringing their necks. Kristen remarked that Stefan and Ava had been drunk and lonely. Gabi muttered that that was not a good cause. Stefan loves you. Do you want to lose him? I know that you adore him, Gabi. And guess what? You also have to work with Ava, Kristen argued. Oh, do I? Gabi said. As Kristen nodded yes, Ava went into the office. We were just talking about you, Ava, Gabi remarked. Gabi lied and stated they had been talking about their wonderful work relationship. I see no reason why Gabi Chic would not be at Demera for many years to come, Gabi stated. Kristen smirked and nodded in accord. Gabi offered to take Ava to lunch. Ava started to tell Gabi about Connie, but Gabi replied they would chat at lunch. Gabi requested Ava to wait outside while she finished chatting to Kristen. With a nod, Ava went out. What the hell are you going to do? Kristen asked. Patience. You'll find out. In the meantime, if you want this launch to happen, you'll do precisely what I tell you, Gabi stated. At Connie's flat, Connie smirked at the caller ID. Melinda Trask. I wonder if she's calling to tell me what a bore she is, Connie replied. With a shake of her head, Connie recognized that Melinda had handled Lee terribly. When Lee did not react, Connie asked him why he was giving her the silent treatment. Connie told Lee that she was his revenge. Connie dismissively waved away her intentions for revenge, and she suggested a game of charades. As Connie played charades with her Lee cardboard standee, Melinda knocked on the door. With a pout, Connie muttered to Cardboard Lee, give me a minute, and I'll get rid of this moron. Connie opened the door a bit, and she feigned to be too sick to let Melinda inside. I'd rather talk to you in private, Melinda said. Connie argued that she only intended to have work conversations at work, but Melinda highlighted that Connie did not need to return to the office. You're terminated. Effective immediately, Melinda remarked. Fired? Does Gabi know about this? Connie asked. No, not yet, Melinda responded. Connie claimed that Gabi would not let that happen. Melinda said that she had verified Connie's references, and her arsum had been full of lies. Company policy is very clear and leaves me with no alternative, Melinda stated. Melinda requested that Connie turn over her credentials and laptop. No way in hell! Connie exclaimed. Connie maintained that Melinda did not have a right to show up at her residence. Melinda threatened to contact the police. Gabi arrived at the bistro with Ava, and she noted that Stefan had provided champagne at their table. I'm a very lucky woman, Gabi added. Ava agreed. Gabi asked Ava what she had wanted to talk about. Ava tried to explain that Melinda had planned to fire Connie, but Gabi stopped to cry out to Stefan. I asked Stefan to join us, Gabi added. What are we celebrating? Stefan stated. My relaunch, of course. Professionally, personally, my whole life is about to change and so much for the better, Gabi said. As Stefan poured the champagne, he informed Gabi that she deserved success. We all deserve a little something, Gabi added. Gabi added that she hoped eating dinner together was not weird. It doesn't have to be awkward, Ava added. I am very delighted that we put everything behind us. Got everything out in the open, right? Gabi said. Gabi toasted to Ava for taking a chance on me and revitalizing Gabi chic. Even if it was out of guilt, Gabi remarked. Confused, Ava wondered what Gabi meant. To being the lying, cheating bitch who slept with my husband, Gabi hissed. At the Horton residence, Julie welcomed Jack home and she inquired about his trip. Jack smiled. It was Abigail, in the video. Truly, she's alive, Jack remarked. Julie gasped with delight. Jack informed Julie everything that had transpired. It's overwhelming, Jack said. For her, too, of course, Julie responded. Jack noted that Chad was going with care. Abigail is a virtual stranger to herself, Jack stated. With a shake of her head, Julie observed that they needed to give Thomas, Charlotte, and the family the wonderful news. Jack confirmed that Jennifer was on her way. I'm here. I'm here. And I need to see my daughter, Jennifer cried as she hurried into the house. Jack hugged his wife, and he cautioned her not to push Abigail. If you hadn't already seen our daughter, would you let anything keep you away? Jennifer asked. Jack smiled. I'll call Chad, Jack said. Abigail made her way down to the living room in a bathrobe, and she glared at Stefano's portrait. Why do you always look at us like you know something the rest of us don't? Abigail stated. Chad strolled in with a breakfast tray. Abigail stated that she had slept better than she had in a long time. That's Abigail's favorite breakfast, I take it, Abigail said. No. Abby wasn't much of a breakfast person. Sorry, you weren't much of a breakfast person, Chad said. Abigail acknowledged that she did not care for breakfast. Stefan stepped in the room, and he was astonished to see Chad there. I slept here last night, Chad said. Stefan furrowed his brow, and he observed that Chad's houseguest was wearing one of Gabi's robes. Abigail apologized. It was in one of those bathrooms, Abigail explained. You gonna introduce us? Stefan asked Chad. You've met. This is Abby, Chad said. Stefan scoffed. Chad revealed that the woman in the video was Abigail, and a DNA test had verified it.